Hello everyone, welcome to 1v1. So this is a new series idea I've had then, well, the clue's in the title really. It's going to be me versus another person, and well, I thought I'd just show you one of my practice laps here, just while I kind of explain this series, as I didn't really do a sort of series announcement video, so I'll just explain it here. So yes, it's 1v1, so it's going to be me against various other people, and I'm not sure how often I'll be able to upload these videos, but like I say, just me against various people. You can see in the top left there, in this one I've done xOwnage, of course my old rival from League Racing days, so hopefully this will be a good video. And yeah, so the idea is it's just literally me and one other person, hopefully that's quite competitive and on my pace, if not faster, and just me and them in the lobby, that's it, nobody else. And they get to choose a track as well, so it's completely fixed setup. Let me try and start from the beginning. Completely fixed setup. And it's, you get 30 minutes practice, then you get one shot quali and a 25% race. They get to choose the track, but I get one veto, which basically means I can say no one time. But this is the track that xOwnage chose. This was his first choice, was China, and I said that's absolutely fine, so we just went straight for that. And you can see it is wet at the minute. It is forecast to rain in quali, but it is forecast to be dry in the race, so hopefully that should spice things up, because whoever's on pole might not win the race. And big slide through that last corner there. And yeah, so it's just a slightly different series idea. I don't think there's anyone out there really doing 1v1s, and I thought it'd be quite cool, especially as you know, you could do it against quite cool people. Obviously, xOwnage being my old rival. Looking to do one against Marco FD and one against TRL Limitless as well. But make sure you let me know if you've got any other people you want me to go up against. It doesn't have to be YouTubers; it can be anyone. Ideally, someone that can record their point of view, because as you'll see from this video, I do show xOwnage's point of view a reasonable amount, so it would be quite cool if they can record. But other than that, there's no other requirements. So yeah, like I say, just don't forget, if you do enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like, just to make this series keep going, really, because if you guys aren't enjoying it, then I won't carry it on. But if you guys like it, I will certainly do more of them. And like I said, these guys are really from here. So let's jump straight into quali then. As I said, it's one shot quali, and you got me on the left there and xOwnage on the right hand side. So coming into turn one then, you see on the Mercedes, xOwnage is in the Renault, but it's equal cars as well. I didn't mention that, but it is completely equal cars. So just so slow in the rain, particularly that first corner. First corner was pretty slow in the dry. It's just such a long corner. You've got to wait so long. And I was looking pretty neck and neck at the minute. And I can tell you the practice, xOwnage is about 3/10 up, but we only did one set of tyres. We only did about 10 minutes worth of practice, so that's not representative necessarily. But I know xOwnage is very, very quick, and of course these days he does FSR racing, which is very much sim racing. And it's my understanding that he's in the sort of top split, and well, certainly not dominated it, because it's incredibly competitive, but doing incredibly well in it. So my old rival from a few years ago, but it looks like he's going to much bigger and better things. So expecting big things from here, and I'm not expecting to beat him. He was faster than me on outright pace in our old rivalry, but every time we did go up against Gillon, I ended up coming away with a title. But we tended to share the wins. He got one and I got one. And if you haven't seen those videos, it's worth checking out my slightly older League Race videos, because they are very good videos. So here we go then, coming towards the well, the end of the second sector here, pretty much neck and neck still. In fact, it's well, it's pretty remarkable how close we are, considering how little practice we both had. He does play the game, of course. He does do a career mode, I believe. Go check out his channel, xOwnage133. And we're still looking at the advertising boards. Looks like xOwnage is now slightly ahead by maybe a tenth or so, so only ever so slightly. So I need a good, of course I don't know this time, but I need a good final couple of corners here to try and claw that back. Looks like a break quite late. Who's going to hit the apex first? xOwnage still hits it first. I'm going to first get interestingly. xOwnage stays in second, so I get slightly better rotation, but struggles slightly more traction perhaps. Looks like xOwnage is still ever so slightly ahead there. Coming to the final corner then, trying to nail our apex. I think we both hit the bollard there. And oh, xOwnage gets lots and lots of oversteer. That might cost him the pole. Has it cost him the pole? Yes, it has indeed. I just about managed to take the first position there in quali. And xOwnage takes second, but of course it's more for bragging rights, that, because we're guaranteed to be on the front row no matter what you do. So here we go, jump straight into the race, and I'm going to tend to show you whoever's behind, because of course you can see more than. xOwnage gets a very poor start there, and fully manual start, of course, but he had a little bit slow reaction to the lights there, which means I'm fly ahead on the start here, comfortably in first as we come into the first turn here. And it looks like I've run a little bit deep there. xOwnage going to have a look at the inside of me. Thought about it, but thought about a little lock of the inside tyre for me. That's not entirely representative. That doesn't necessarily mean I've locked my inside tyre. It's not quite the online isn't quite synced that well. So it's synced, but the locking isn't. So here we go then, coming to the end of the first sector now. And again, looks like I'm locking the tyre, but I'm not. And look how close he is to me here. This is simulation damage as well. So you need to both be very careful for our front wings. And I come through the very high-speed middle section of the circuit now. It's looking pretty close still. I'm not able to pull it away from xOwnage just yet. He's looking pretty close, and he certainly breaks a lot lately through there, doesn't he? So don't forget you've got the very, very long back straight around here, and you get quite a lot of slipstream in this game. So if he can remain somewhere near me before that straight, and there should be any moment we've done, but he's going to break very late and down at the inside of me there, and I get well alongside me, but didn't quite manage to make mistakes. I'm going to try and cut back under me here and get on the inside, which he's managed to do nicely. I squeeze him a bit, he backs out of it, but in the end, I give him enough room, and still side by side by the looks of it. He's right alongside me, and he's actually going back down to lean. Look on the right hand side there. He's going back down to lean, so he clearly wants me to get past, probably so we can steal some slipstream. There we go. Going up to Rich now so we can get well alongside me. I'm going to take the inside line here. Only gets to the outside line, breaking very late, much later than me here. I haven't done any practice in the drive, barring my career mode. So this is both, probably both haven't done much drive practice at all. So that's why I broke quite early there. And leaves me plenty of room on the outside there. He wasn't sure where I was, but I wasn't quite managed to do it. And let's have a look at replay then from my point of view. So coming to this corner, I didn't expect him to dive at the inside, so I went to take my apex and suddenly realised he was there. So I had to take a late evasive action there. And you see me just trying to stick to the inside because I know he's going to try and cut back under me, but get a bit of oversteer there anyway, so I have to kick it out wide. And coming down this long straight, you see I actually go to Rich, but then go back to standard to decide that probably exactly what Ownage thought was that if I get miles ahead, he's going to be able to slipstream me and be straight back past me. So didn't want that to happen. Just save a bit of fuel, go back to standard. Now go to the inside and try and break late, but clearly don't quite break late enough. Ownage outbreaks me quite comfortably. But I make the apex. I'm actually slightly ahead at this point, but just don't quite get the exit. You always struggle for exits, people, when you're on the inside. Ownage is actually ahead of me at this point, and I actually managed to outbreak him there quite heavily. He broke really quite early there, but I ended up giving the room because that was only going to end up in me getting squeezed off the circuit. So now that it's Ownage in the first position, and I'm now looking inside into the first turn in the next lap, then, and only the second lap of the race, don't forget, and just trying to keep up the inside, but don't think I'm going to manage. I might get back on the power to get well alongside him, wheel to wheel now. And going to try and home the outside. I might going to try and cut back, but Ownage is very wise to that. Look at that, very clever move. He brakes heavily, make sure he keeps it nice and tight to stop me cutting back under him. But I'm still very, very close to him here, so we'll have a look at the inside. No, he's going to go to the inside, so I'm going to try and go on the outside. Going to try and outbrake him here, which I managed to do excessively. Going to try and run it around the outside here. Can I do that? End up all over the curb. Doesn't quite work out, unfortunately. Oh, bit of a tap there, but not too bad. And so I'm behind again now, then, unfortunately. Almost got the move done, but not quite. Coming through the very high-speed section once again. Luckily, dirty air effect is relatively weak in this game, so that's going to help me slightly stay reasonably close to him. And just trying to get on the power nicely now, which I managed to do quite well, but he's actually pulled away slightly, so he's got a slight advantage on me. So, but like I said, they get lots of slipstream down the back straight, so all we need to do is stick relatively close to him and I'll be fine. And he does seem to get slightly better traction out of this corner. Let's see how I do this lap. That's pretty good that lap actually, but he does tend to get slightly better traction on me. So sorry, they're just coming on the start-finish straight here then. And lots and lots of slipstream up to 8th gear, already in the, not the rev limiter, but in the flashing light scenario on the rev limiter there. And he managed to outbrake me once again on the outside. I'm on the inside here, but can't quite make me good stick. Can I? No, I can't. Once again, just struggle for traction on the exit there. And we are side by side, so can I make it on the outside around the final corner? They're going to try and squeeze him slightly on the apex, which I managed to do. And now my head, well, no, we're still side by side then, amazingly. And well, let's have a, before we go on there, let's have a look at Ownage point of view. So you see me diving on the inside. If for some reason decides to give me room, I'm not too sure why I did that. I would have defended if it was me, but he tries to run it around the outside, stays in second gear, but gets quite a nice exit there. Really nice exit, in fact. Goes back up to standard mix and puts him on the inside to the next corner, but then he has to give me room, of course. Squeezes right to the curb, then he has to give me lots of room. And that was me to get, well, at least alongside him here. So coming to the first turn now. DRS is now enabled, rather, which will be enabled down the back straight. And you see I'm still on the inside there, so Ownage going to try it on the outside here, but hopefully if I've got enough grip, I can make that stick, can I? And whereabouts am I? There I am. So he's going to try and get alongside me here, but didn't quite manage to make that stick. But he's going to go up the inside once again. I leave him plenty of room. And well, can he get an exit? Yes, he can. Really nice exit actually there from Ownage. I'm still slightly just about front wing alongside him, so he has to give me room, which is going to allow me to go up the inside next corner. Is it? Yes, it is. I break very late. Look at that. Do I make my apex? Yes, I do. Ownage going to try and cut back under me, which managed to do beautifully. And still side by side, then coming into the very high speed section, but I've got the inside line to the next corner. That should be hopefully me ahead, which it is indeed. There we go. But he's still very close to me. Look at that. Wow, almost touches me. Very, very close indeed. And but look how close he is. He's definitely faster than me through this section, isn't he? So if he can stick this close, he'll be flying past me. Well, of course, with DRS as well down the back straight. So it will be quite an easy overtake if he can stay this close. We've only got a couple of corners left to go now. And he thinks better about diving up the inside of me of that corner that particular time. And so here we go then. Let's see how he does for traction. Oh, he actually goes down to lean. That's probably why. That's probably why he gets better traction, because he goes down to lean, which enables him to minimise wheel spin. That's not something I normally do, just because well, you should be able to manage it with your right foot, but perhaps in this game, perhaps it is better to go to lean. Perhaps I should try that. But anyway, then he just managed to fly straight past me. I'm going to have a look at the inside. No, just not able to be quite as late as him on the brakes once again. But nice, easy DRS move there from him with lots of slipstream as well. And so that's him back past then onto, well, ended up 2 now, come to lap 3. And I seem to brake a lot later than through that corner, so I do seem to have a decent advantage in that final corner there. And going to get some DRS now and lots of slipstream. Will I be able to look up the inside? Going to just struggling to gain on him there slightly, but I'm going to be well alongside him here. And, oh, we're not taking too much curb. They're actually get a track limit warning out. Actually, we are on strict corner cutting rules, so that's why that was quite strict, funnily enough. And didn't quite manage to make that move stick, though. Just took a little bit too much speed off, gave him a little bit too much room, really. So I wasn't able to make it stick. So I'm behind again now. But again, we just need to stick close to him. We'll get lots of slipstream on the back straight and hopefully be able to get back past him. I brake very late there. Still near my apex though, so I do seem to be able to brake later than him in most corners, barring the important one at the end of the long straight into the hairpin, rather frustratingly. So that's a bit annoying, but never mind. And I'm sure I can get some overtaking done into some other corners other than that one. We'll see how we get on later in this race. But so lap 4 of 14 then, so we're not even, are we a quarter way through this race? I think, yes, we are. Just over a quarter way through this race now. We've seen non-stop action so far, haven't we? And I'll just take a slight break just to tell you that they're advising for us to go softs and then mediums. Because this tyre is quite, this track rather, is quite, I can't think of the word, but high tyre degradation is the words I'm looking for, I think. And so, yeah, we'll be going to medium tyres. And DRS wide open now. It looks like I've lost quite a bit of time to xOwnage, unfortunately. Trying to get the slipstream, but it's just not working out for me. I braked a little bit early as well with the extra speed. Didn't want to be going deep into this corner. And, well, looking like then xOwnage has got the pace to potentially pull away from me here, which would be not ideal for me and not ideal for this video, if I'm being honest. So, nail that final corner there. Oh, lots of wheel spin. That's not ideal. Managed to save the spin at least, but that's going to push me back a little bit further. And DRS wide open, but fortunately not able to get near him. So we skip ahead now then to lap 7. So we're not half through this race. You can see xOwnage there. Look at the gap. 2.7 seconds to me now. So he has indeed managed to break the DRS and then pull away from me. So xOwnage certainly got the superior pace on these tyres at least. But of course, don't forget it does change. It does change depending on what tyre. So I might be a bit quicker on the super soft or on the medium, depending on which tyre we go to. So they are, well, the engineer advised we pit last lap. Neither of us did. You see the tyres are pretty worn. I think it was about 50% or so. Neither of us did. So what are we going to do? Are we both going to try and stay out and go for super softs at the end? Let's have a look. So, well, let's have a look. We'll see xOwnage first. xOwnage does pit. So xOwnage does dive into pits. I don't. I opt to stay out then. So I clearly decided that if I was going to beat xOwnage in this race, I need to do something a little bit different because clearly his pace is better. While I immediately tell my engineer that I'm going to box this lap. So I will show you my whole in lap as well because this is an important lap. So I was 2.8 down, which is a reasonable amount of time, but not insurmountable. It's only halfway through this race. I can certainly get that back down. Well, actually, xOwnage has gone to mediums. xOwnage has gone to medium tyres, which is quite a conservative choice, really, by him. He perhaps feels he's got the pace on me to be able to make that work. And you see the tyre wear's pretty even on the right-hand side there. They're all around about 45, 50% or so. So reasonably warm, but not excessively so. Now, 2.5 seconds. That doesn't make any sense. That must have been out the line then. So, well, we'll see what the gap is to xOwnage, but we're not really going to be able to see that. If we're going to pit this lap, we're not, unfortunately, going to be able to see that. And, well, at this point, I'm thinking, do I stay out, though? Even though I've told my engineer I'm going to pit this lap, do I stay out? You see me pushing quite hard, get to wheel spin and oversteer there. But if the medium tyre isn't going to be faster, despite being fresher, it might be worth staying out just to guarantee I can get to the end on super softs, because that's probably the best way to go now, is to go to super softs. If I go to mediums, I'm going to be sort of 3 seconds behind him probably, and that'll be it. And even going to rich mixture here, really just trying to get as much time as I can on this in lap here. And well, if it is in lap, like I said, still not fully decided at this point really. 50% tyre all round now. They are pretty warm. They will be over probably 60% by the end of the next lap. Well, they will. I'll be around there anyway. So well, am I going to pit? Am I going to pit? You can see me on the right side there, just making sure I've got super soft tyres selected. So I'm going to go for super soft side. I'm going to pit then. Breaking quite late to the pit lane, get it all slowed down nicely, nail the apex transfer, run wide beautifully. And I wasn't entirely sure where to brake for this pit entry here, so brake a little tiny bit conservatively, but not too bad. At least I didn't get a penalty. So go into the box now. We need a nice good stop from my Mercedes crew, which is exactly what I get. 2.2 second stop, really nice. Super soft tyres for me then, and medium tyres for xOwnage. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's just livened this race up somewhat, hasn't it? So, interested to see the gap, though. as I pushed on the in-lap, but Ownage was on his brand new but harder compound medium tyres. So he's not too far ahead though. You only just saw him, just see him slightly on the edge of the screen. So he's not too far ahead. I don't think he's gained much, if he has gained anything at all. In fact, I might have gained so. I think I was it 2.8, I think it was, before we came into the pit lane. So I'll tell you what, I don't think I've really lost anything, despite staying out a whole lap later. Let's have a look. 2.8. Well, no, there we go. I've not lost a single tenth of a second then. So that's pretty amazing. I'm a little bit deep there. And we're skipping down into lap 12, and you see I've managed to catch him. So a couple of laps of pushing hard there, and just about managed to catch him. We've only got 3 laps now left to do it. So going to try and get some DRS. A little bit of oversteer there, though, just on the direction change there. And we are going to get DRS, so that's going to help us, but I don't think we're going to be close enough to get in this lap. You can see we've got plus 1.36 laps of fuel. So quite a bit of spare fuel, but I expect only just save some fuel as well. He is a clever racer, that's for sure. So here we go. DRS, lots and lots of slipstream, very quick in a straight line, but not going to be close enough to make the move from there. But now I am very, very close. So don't forget, there's now a 2-step difference in our tyres. He's on the mediums, I'm on the super softs. 2 steps difference. So mine are probably more worn than his at this point, but they're still only 30%. So I've made the right choice here. These are going to last to the end quite comfortably. They'll be around 50%. That's not the end of the world. And just 3 turns back as we come to line, they're going to get lots of DRS and some slipstream. Have a look at the inside here, but nope, bail out of that one. He didn't give me any room either. So I think me and Ownage are usually pretty much on the same page when it comes to racing like that. So I thought about going the inside, but just wasn't quite able to do it. And Ownage knew that, which is why he just cut me off there. So very close through the first couple of turns though, and losing a little bit of time on the exit. And but hopefully I can keep it nice and close to him, as I brake very late there, and I almost think I might hit him. But managed to avoid that nicely. And look at this, very, very close to him. So I've got this lap and the next lap to try and get the move done then. He is on medium tyres. He is certainly slower than me at this point. I was able to catch by a good few tenths of a second a lap, and my fastest lap, yeah, I've got a purple lap. That's about, I think it's about 5 tenths or so quicker than his. We'll see that at the end of the race. So I'm about half a second a lap quicker, but of course now my tyres are a bit more worn than that. So I'm probably only a couple of tenths a lap quicker, but it's certainly enough to hopefully be able to get past him. So we'll see what we can do here. Sticking nice and close, just a quarter of a second back than at the last count. Certainly get DRS. There's the detection line, just to try and get a good exit. Bit of oversteer, but not too bad. There we go. That was a reasonable exit. Pretty close to him now. We are going to be ahead by the end of the straight. I would have thought he's probably going to go to rich mixture as well, I would imagine. And up through the gears here, DRS. There it goes, wide open. Look at this nice little slip. He just flies straight past it, nice and easy there. And so we managed to make the move stick beautifully. Stick to the outside, but he's going to dive for our inside actually. He's going to have a long dive up the inside. He's actually given plenty of room. Tried to cut back under him, but lots of whisper on the exit. That's not ideal. And actually, he's managed to get the better exit there. So wow, that was almost hitting there as well. That was that impressive outbraking there by Ownage. I gotta say, that was really impressive. Let's go on board with Ownage here now then. So he's going to outbrake us, and look at that. That was from quite a long way back. He really, I braked quite late. He really did brake extremely late. He still managed to make his apex and get a good enough exit. So, wow, fair play to him. That was a really, really nice move. But now back on board then, back to live. We are DRS wide open here, lots of slipstream. I think about going the inside, but once again, that wouldn't have worked. So try it around the outside, but just get a bit of grass on my tyres, which compromised me. And only just keeping a nice tight line as well. He doesn't normally keep quite that tight into this first corner. So he's been really defensive now. We're on the last lap of the race then. Can I make the move stick just to be Ownage in this 1v1 race? And I've certainly got the pace to do it. We've got one more long back straight to do it, but I need to make sure I'm remaining nice and close. Going to have to dive the inside here though. Don't want to wait for that. Going to dive right to the inside. Going to be wheel to wheel. Try and get a better exit, but no, Ownage managed to get a really nice exit there. Fortunately, I wasn't quite ahead of him, so he was squeezing me rather than me squeezing him. So still though, nice and close to him. Look at this. They're not even being affected much by the dirty air. My tyre wear still isn't over 50%, amazingly. So really, I've made the absolutely right choice here. I just need to make it stick here. And this was Onage's race to lose, really, when he was 2.8 seconds up on me. But right now, I'm really close behind him. Just need to make the move stick. I'm probably going to be too far back to do it into this next corner. And you see me, I'm on rich there. I've got an overlap of fuel left, so perhaps I haven't managed my fuel quite as I'd like to. My car's a bit heavier than it should be, but that does mean we can run rich to the end comfortably. Just trying to get a good exit, but struggling there, unfortunately, for traction. We're now on the marbles as well, which just pushes us a little bit wide. We've got a bit of a gap to him now. Bit to do down this straight. We are going to get slipstream and DRS then. Like I said, we are on rich mixed there, but I could bet my boots that Ownage is also on rich. And we're going to look at the inside here. No, Ownage decides to defend that, so we're going to try it on the outside here. Managed to outbrake him, but unfortunately can't make the move stick. Going to try and cut back under him, but no, Ownage gets a nice exit. You see lots of wheel spinning, just desperate to get on the power. Can we do it into the final corner of this race then? Just trying, oh wow, bit of contact there, and well, that's it. Unfortunately, I just tried to outbrake him there and hope that he'd brake a little bit late so I could hopefully get it on the exit. But yeah, he was just, I think he braked, I'm not sure he braked earlier than he normally did, but wow, there we go then. That's me in P2, Ownage in P1. Incredibly close race though, incredibly close finish. Perhaps I should have won that, but only just some seriously good defending and attacking when needed to. And there we go then. So actually my fastest lap was over 6/10 quicker than Ownage's, and just a quarter of a second at the end of that 25% race then. So really close racing. Gotta say, I really enjoyed that race. I really enjoyed racing against Ownage again. I think we've still got a lot of respect between us. And where you saw there with the racing, I think we are generally on the same page with the Will to Will racing as well. And like I said, let me know who else drop a like if you liked it for a start, and let me know who else you'd want me to do 1v1. And I thank you for watching. Bye bye.